Namaste, Pur Namaste, everybody, welcome. And I hope you're doing well. I send you all my love, all my healing energy, let it be yours. And I'm going to give you the word that I am. Welcome to the art of the word that I am. From the heart, you are so appreciated. It's this time, Christmas time, festival time, New Year time, celebration time. But I'm actually to speak about purging, about dark night of the soul, about facing our darkness, facing our fears. Because this time of year is very much, it's not about really energetically, it's not about celebration really. It's really more time of the dark night of the soul, more time of going deep within in our shadows, face our fears, face our shadows, so we can release them. It's that time. And that how ancients who were aligned with Mother Nature, used to observe this time. So the new year was in spring, and new year on the different poles, opposite poles, was not at the same time. The energy of spring, energy when flowers grow, when everything becomes green and alive, rebirth. But this time is very much time of death. Death, to be born. And that's why many times you are forced to celebrate, you are forced to go all out, but you feel like there's a lot of purging coming out, a lot of traumas, a lot of fears. Shit may be happening. And you maybe don't feel like you want to celebrate. And especially this moon in Gemini, in my sign, which is coming now, especially giving light, shedding light to our fear, deepest fears, insecurities, traumas, the darkness within. So I'm to speak about just that. Because in this time, energies are rough. You may have heavy situations in your life. You may deal with your trauma, with your fears, with your inner demons. And you may ask God, why, God, why, God, why? Why do we purge? Why do we go through dark night of the soul? Why we experience in relationships and within ourselves and in this world opposite to joy, some pain, some suffering. Well, I have to tell you, there are many reasons. There are many reasons, because this is a game of finishing and mastering the different levels of consciousness. You may anchor higher level of consciousness, higher love, but there's still some fears within you, some darkness within you, some traumas, some hate. You don't love yourself enough. You think you're not good enough. There's guilt, demon of guilt, the ego, who's always afraid of you and others, and always blaming you for who you are, always pulling you away from your heart, telling you what you should do and what you will lose, full of fear, always blaming you for who you are from the heart, always wanting you to go against your heart. I'm telling you, behind this energies of separation, like guilt, not enough self-love, attachments, dependency on others, blame, shame, even hate, opposition, traumas, jealousy, fear, 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 fear. Underneath all these energies of false self, which are energies of ego, always keeping us afraid and guilty, blaming others and ourselves, underneath this darkest shadows, in the darkest pits, we find our greatest treasures. We find our greatest treasures. Underneath our fears. Our fear is making us choose, that making us go against our love, making us choose fear. If we will follow our heart, we may lose this. But when we conquer our fear, when we go within and conquer our fear, you know what happens? You know what happens? We have courage to do what is in our heart. When we do what is in our heart, we start living our purpose. We have purpose. We can embark on the path to mastering our purpose and doing what is in our heart, but our fear may block us from that. I know about this one. Survival fear, lack consciousness. You know, I know where universe can test me still. The only thing that hurts me still. I have no attachments to people. I have no karma with people. I have no attachments to anyone. I'm united with the truth and I am where that I am. Happiness, joy. But I know where I still have to work on. And while we sometimes go through hardships, we do not have enough resources. We are afraid. But then we can face that lack consciousness within us, that survival consciousness. You can see, oh, this is the cause. I have lack mentality. I have fear of survival. Program. We can face it. We can release it. Because everything is vibration. And underneath our lack consciousness and our fear for survival is our greatest abundance. Our greatest abundance. Underneath all our fears is everything what is in our heart, because then we choose love, we have courage to do what is in our heart. And really we have to act irrational. Fear, ego is wanting us to act in old ways, to run back in the matrix. But no, we have to act completely ignorant to our old self. Irrational. Because whatever we know is the known cage that keeps us in the darkness. Then we have courage to step out. We have courage to step out. It's unknown. We have to take a leap of faith. When we lose our fear, I have healed my fear. I do what is in my heart. I give you my word, regardless of the situation. Regardless of the universe blessing me or universe testing me, I will do it. For I'm here to do just that. And if some shit is happening, if there are some tests, it's only happening. I can deal with whatever I have to deal with in, whatever I have to heal still. so I can be the abundance that I am by losing the fear. Underneath all our darkest shadows, our greatest treasure. When we are attached to people, we depend on energy of others. We cannot live without them. When we are attached, we suffer. Attachment is the root cause of pain. Depend on another heart. You betray your own heart. When we heal of our attachment, we are whole and complete. We depend on the love that we are in our heart. We are not attached. Whoever doesn't make us feel right, there's no love. We let go. Our freedom lies behind our attachments. We may experience drama in relationships. The one who we love is not giving us love, no attention. We love people, they may hate us. But we are dealing with lack of self-love, the darkness within. We want love from others because we didn't find love for ourselves. And when the drama is in relationship, when we feel we are not loved, when we love others and they don't love us, and when we are dealing with guilt, we're not good enough, we don't love ourselves. And shit is happening in relationships. And we suffer, have to deal with your own darkness, shadow within, dependency on others, attachment on others. And it's happening only to teach you, so you love yourself more, so you see that you don't love yourself more, so you don't get that love from others, you depend on love from others, so really the universe wants you. That's why it's dark. And hell is hot, so that you can release dependency on seeking love from others. You can depend on your own heart, so you can learn self-love. So you can learn that you are that love, whole and complete, and only you can make yourself happy. You can release that dependency, that seeking love outside of yourself. So you learn that you're always good enough, that you are the best, and you love yourself in fullness and completion. I give you my word. Look, I'm burning a little bit frankincense, you know, on my stove. And I have a Christmas tree. It's standing for 2 years. Because every day is Christmas. But I'm telling you, this is not really Christmas time. But I am one with Christmas. Every day Christmas. I love Christmas. But I'm just telling you about the energy. And why this purging. Why this. We deal with our attachment, dependency, and the freedom. We free ourselves. That's the word. I give you my word. The word. And when I'm dealing with some tests and like this, I can see what is still within me. I can see I'm afraid I don't have fear. I can see how in past I would respond and how now I go through it. To show us also, it becomes a little dark sometimes, so that we show us, we see our own light, we see where we are, we see how we progressed, we see how far we have come, the kingdom within. Yeah, I give you my word. We purge also, because these are the energies of all self. All the traumas, all attachments, all not loving ourselves, all dependency, all expectations, all jealousy, all guilt, everything. It's keeping us away from who we are. The clouds on who we are, shadows, need to be dealt with, need to be released so we know who we are, so we can be who we are underneath the ego always blaming us for who we are. I give you my word. We can be ourselves. Like, hi, this is my accent. It's a little bit, I don't know, is all around the world, so it's influential. You can find many accents in my accent. I can be myself. Why we are going through darkness, why it becomes a little dark sometimes also, so that we realize, oh, it's the attachments within me, it's the lack within me, this is the dependency within me, I don't love myself enough, I don't want it. And with guilt, no, so we can see what we do not want, and why we do not want, because it hurts. It's not giving us anything good. We can heal when we experience lack, when we experience separation. When the shit is happening, we are learning that this is the old life that we do not want. So we can choose what our heart desires, what we really want from the heart. I give you my word. You know, it's beautiful. That's why we experience the dark night of the soul and the darkness within. So we can release who we are not. You may say, oh, it's so dark, I cannot live. Shaking becomes dark. But the universe want to give you, want to give me, want to give to everyone what our heart desires more than we want, because we don't really want. We don't know. Maybe. But our fears, our programs, our lack consciousness, our dependency on others, these are the energies that is keeping us away from our true, great, magnificent, multidimensional self and everything what our heart desires in this world. And it only becomes dark so we can face it. So we can see these are the shadows within me, this guilt within me, these attachments. Living in my mind, guilt, not enough love, lack mentality, come on. So I can release this, so I can say, this is not who I am. I am that I am the abundance that I am. I'm love that I am, God that I am. Say, why you call yourself God, Purna? I don't call myself God, I call you God. There's nothing exists but God consciousness. That I am you, nothing else. So this is different. Like God the Lord, this is God that I am you. Just a human being. I cannot turn water into wine. But the people who had faith, I seen miracles of healing. Who had no faith, I see nothing. Only wasting my time and energy. I'm telling you, I have been going through, I don't know how many deaths, how many dark nights of the soul, how many of this shit to heal my attachments, to heal my traumas, to heal my mental issues, to heal dependency on others, to learn to love myself in fullness and completion, and to be the truth that I am dependent on my heart. I know what I have to still work on. It's evident in my life. I don't want to speak about it much, unless it's necessary. But I see myself where I was and how I was. Enlightened man, free of attachments, free of trauma, free of anxiety, free of depression, one with the source that I am. I love myself in fullness and completion. Nobody can love me like I love myself. But I was one time so full of fear. I was one time so full of guilt. I didn't love myself. I was so traumatized, mentally sick, depressed, anxious, and so many things. Darkness. I had to face that darkness, face the darkness, I had to face the darkness, and attachments on others, on girls especially. I had to face the darkness, I had to face the darkness, face the darkness. It was dark. I was dying. I almost died. I thought I'm dying. But it was only for me to release the darkness, to release the false self, to release that shit. It felt like death, but only death died. You have to die as time. You're dying to live layers after layers of a false self, and that's why it becomes dark, because we have to heal and deal with our false self. I give you my word. It becomes dark so we can heal, die, death after death. Why we survive our death, we release only our death, our darkness. And in the end, we have to die so hard. I have to die so hard. I died so hard. The dead dies forever, and all what remains of you is eternal life. You are eternal life that I am, and I give you my word that I am you. It becomes dark so we can shine. So bright as the sky, so bright as the most shining light. That's why it becomes dark only. I give you my word. That's why I don't know. So it becomes dark so we can release the darkness, so we can become angels that we are, so we can depend on the love that we are, and so we can create and have and be everything what our heart desires. We are in this together. I give you my word. And my accents are many, and I don't know. This is how I usually speak. Some say it's like a little bit African American. I don't know. Maybe I want to be black Jesus, but it's coming from the heart. And the comedy. That's when I go in the flow. It's like this. Yeah, I don't know. I feel so much Ethiopian, but I don't know. I'm much white. I have some Indian, some Gypsy blood, some Arabic. I have all over the world. Some Ethiopian also, but I feel Indian, Ethiopian. Yeah, this is what I feel. This is my heart, and I know myself. But I feel one with all other races also. Just don't feel white, although I have a completely white mother. I feel a rainbow. I release my shadows, become a rainbow. So, just know that this becomes dark and you are dealing only with what you need to release to heal, so you can be that happiness, that joy, that light, that love, that abundance, everything that you are. I give you my word. My word I give you. And what to do, so you can go through it very easily. Meditate every day. Work on yourself. Don't blame, don't be a victim, but work on that shadows, attachments, guilt, no self-love. Release that drama out of your life. Walk away from drama. Learn to love yourself more. Work on yourself. Meditate, and what is important, go to Mother Nature. Ground yourself. Let Mother Nature take away all your darkness. And go on the sun. Go on the sun. Meditate on the sun. Stay on the sun. Let the sun evaporate the darkness out of you. Ground yourself. Sun purifies the darkness. I have to go because in the morning was not so much. Now I upload this video. I cook lunch. I hope I get sun still. I got only 15 minutes this morning. I was outside on cold meditation 2 hours. So when some sun appeared, I was cold so much I had to go in. But like this. Sun is life. Sun cures depression. Sun cures the darkness because it's the light. Destroys the darkness. Just look how people are depressed and dark when they don't get sun. When they are on the sun, they are bathing on the sun on the vacation. Everybody happy on the sun. Sun gaze. start with 10 seconds, sunset, sunrise, only 10 seconds, then increase every day for 5 or 10 so that you don't get pain. It heals all depression, all the darkness within. Meditate and work on yourself. And Merry Christmas. I actually love Christmas. I just wanted to tell you the energies are a little bit different. And this moon, which is coming, it's kind of intense in this region. So, you are the light. It only becomes dark so you can find your light. Underneath your darkness, the greatest treasure, greatest gold, and bring it out is you. And I give you my word just for that. And I appreciate you, and I love you so much. And I want you to heal all your darkness. I want for all of us to heal everything within so we can be that God that I am, so we can be that truth that I am, so we can be that love that I am, so we can be that abundance that I am, because that I am you. And I'm saying this for myself and you and everyone. Let us heal everything within what needs to be healed. All the darkness. And let us deal with it. And let us be the light that comes out of darkness. Be the greatest treasure that comes out of greatest darkest pits. Be the abundance that comes out of lack. Be the truth that comes out of separation. Be yourself. That's why I bless you. That's why I'm giving this word that I am to you. You to reach enlightenment, to go through your ascension process, your releasing of your false self. If there's a little bit dark, so you can go through. I want you to be greater than I am, shining more shining than I am, more truthful than I am, abundant more than I am. I know I'm dealing with this one still. With no attachment, free as I am, love as I am, in your divine power as I am. I want you to heal all the darkness within. I haven't even started yet. Enlightenment is just freedom of attachments, freedom of karma with people, freedom of your mind being one with the source, being that truth. That's when it starts. I have to work on myself. One region touches me. Attachment's not. Energies of others I remove. I'm living joy, no traumas, nothing. Truth. There's one thing that really touches me still, not to speak about it. Let us all heal. Let us all be the love, the truth, freedom of attachments. Work 20 years at that. Let us be the abundance, you and me. Let us heal whatever needs to be healed within that separation for the greatest treasures, so we can bring the greatest treasures in the world. And we have to release our darkness for that. I've come far away. I have no attachments, no karma with people, no traumas. I'm free of my mind, free of my fears. I've come a long way, but now we just started. I bless you to heal as I am, more as I am, because I'm also healing. There's no end to growth. Enlightenment is just state. When you leave the matrix of the mind, you are the truth, free of attachments, joy of the heart. There's no end to working on yourself. There are always little shadows within. I'm not ascended, I'm enlightened, Master. Ascension is being in body, in fullness, divine, with no trace of anything else. The source in your divine unique form. And may you be blessed just like that, and me and everyone. Let us heal everything within. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you. May you reach enlightenment. May you be your greatest divine version. And may you release all the darkness within. And if Art of the Word that I am brings you inspiration, if brings value to your life, so you can go through the ascension better, But the most of all, if joy of your heart, you want to share a donation with me, you want to share something to support Out of the Word that I am, I put my PayPal there. Only joy of the heart given gift, this free gift Out of the Word that I am free. I'm living with trust, I'm living with faith. I have nothing else but the Word that I am, and nothing else. I'm not here to do anything else. I don't know anything else to do, and Source don't want me to do anything. And when people who love me and support the Art of the Word and I am, it's a source through their hearts telling me you are here to do just that. I'm not forcing anyone. I'm not manipulating anyone. Word that I'm free. And that's why without of you who support the Art of the Word that I am, there would be no Art of the Word that I am. I'm here on warm food. I'm grateful for everything. For every single coin. May you be free of everything I am free of, and may you reach everything that I have to reach still, and may you be greater as I am. Thank you. Without you, there'd be no Art of the Word that I am, and I appreciate you so much. You cannot imagine how much. I'll never forget, because you assist me when I grow to my greatest purpose in this time. You see a young master that I am, and I see the master that I am greater in you. If there's any blessing in my heart, let it go to you. For you choose to offer me blessings. Maybe there's more gold in my heart than whatever you've given, but I don't know. Giving, we receive. I'm just so grateful for every single coin. That I also give a gift to everyone. In silence, I don't say anything. I see a donation, regardless the size. I see the love, I connect with your energy. I do healing on your divine body. White light source, quantum healing, that's the strongest. That's the strongest healing you can get. See, but I'm just the instrument of the source. If you have faith, you heal yourself. If you heal your darkness within, you heal yourself. But I know everyone who offers me a donation, I connect on distance with you. I balance you. I ground you. I clear out these dark energies if something needs to be. I fill you up with white light. I nourish you because you have given me a gift, and I appreciate you so much. And I don't chat. I don't have time. Something it's really feel worse to me, but even if it would feel the greatest joy, I would not do it because I don't have time. I cannot heal you, but I do all complete healing in you. I take time. I do it. For I'm grateful. But if you heal your own darkness, you're not a victim. If you go within, you heal your attachments, you heal your dependence, you heal your trauma, you heal lack of self-love, guilt, and all the negative energies. You heal yourself, you save yourself. That's why I don't say anything, because you are only instruments of the energy. You heal yourself as you do the changes that are necessary. And I give you my word, but I cannot teach you anything. You master yourself if you find something in my videos valuable and implement the changes. And I know I'm grateful for every single donation like a little child. And I love you and thank you. Give you my word. So much appreciated. And everyone giving love, giving likes, watching, getting some value to the Art of the Word that I am. Thank you. May you be greater than I am. And always welcome. From the heart. Namaste. May you be greater as I am. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, almost every day now. Yeah, that's how it goes. Namaste. May you heal all your darkness and be the light that you are. Coming out of the darkness, the greatest treasure out of your darkest pits. You, yourself. Great master, greatest master. Namaste. Poor namaste. The fullness and completion of God that I am. Give full honor and respect to the fullness and completion of God that you are. That means poor namaste. So poor namaste, baby.